still pay through M-Pesa like we have always done. Nobody will handle your cash. So tunalipa kwa mitandao kupitia kwa M-Pesa. We have an arrangement. Then you do the application online, and a portal will be opened. You do your application. I know there will be more than maybe 20 or so million Kenyans that will have applied, but we have a limited number of people that will employ. So we'll do the application, then after that the county implementation committees will sit, then they will shortlist, then we get those honorable members as a targeted number, because we are not going to engage everybody, because the resources are not adequate. So was there any other thing for me? I think I responded to both concerns the access to this from myself.
Thank you very much, Manasi. Thank you for that comprehensive response. Mr. Mayor will talk about the store projects. There was somebody who asked a question on store projects.
Thank you very much, participant from Nambale, to come to the Kongowea Forum. I think that is appreciated. The government is doing very many other projects. These are not the only projects the government is doing. So there could be many others, but for purposes of this engagement, the government has identified 51 priority projects currently, whose impact is heavy. It includes the housing projects. Of course, we know there will be other housing projects by private developers, but these ones are specifically because of their impact on one area. The reason there was validation of these projects and getting to know the status of implementation was to make sure that the projects are on schedule, that the project will not stall and become white elephants. So the purpose of your coming here is to interrogate whether these 51 projects that the government has focused on, are they going on in accordance with your expectations? Are they facing problems which you think we can raise together and resolve them together? So the objective, therefore, is to make sure that there is no opportunity for these projects to stall and become white elephants. That is why we are actually monitoring them and finding out whether they are having the expected impact on the Kenyans.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor, for that comprehensive feedback. Daktari, you can talk about the fertilizer.
Thank you. On fertilizer, there was a number of 3 issues that were raised. I will start with the last one about the number of farmers who have so far been registered. It is 6.94 million. So if I say 6.9, I was trying to translate it this way. But the right number is the right figure is 6.94 million farmers have so far been registered. The other question about, somebody asked about Kongowea and decentralization. We have said in Kakamega County, we have other 11 outlets, the last mile saving centers. So I'm trying to decentralize the accessibility of these fertilizers to the Wananchi as much as possible. So far we have 11 centers and plans are underway through the National Security Process Board in collaboration with the county government to get other so that in as much as possible we are be accessible in every ward. So there was the last question was about if this program covers the sugarcane farmers. Yes, it does. In Kakamega, of course, the maize and the sugarcane. Perhaps the low uptake, perhaps in the sugarcane industry, will be as a result of maybe lack of awareness. And of course, we have a robust program to ensure that the farmers are educated about this program, the importance of this program. Maybe sometimes last year, there was an issue of maybe in the news, we saw issues about subsidized fertilizer. Maybe it created a lot of panic among the farmers. So of course, we want to acknowledge as a national government there was that overlap, and I can assure you that all the farmers who are affected by the subsidized fertilizer then were all compensated. And going forward, of course, you have also heard about these issues have really gone down almost to zero because the national government will put what you call a national fertilizer coordination unit, a multi-agency team, which is composed of the people from the NI, DCI, all that team from KFIS, KEPS. So when the fertilizer lands at the port of Mombasa, the team is already there inspecting the fertilizer, and it's inspected throughout up to the time it reaches the National Cereals Board. Within the National Cereals Board, there is also a team which also again inspects the fertilizer. So I can assure that the fertilizer is of high quality, and all those cases have been arrested, and the government is on top of things. Serikali iko juu ya kila kitu. So things are okay. Please farmers get registered, get the fertilizer. Let's have food security in this particular country.
Thank you very much. Let us listen in to a response from Cousin Joe.
Thank you so much. I don't want to tell you, I want to show you, right? But I have a rhetorical question. So, do you sometimes find yourself sending messages then delete them so that you don't want to know you don't want the other person to know what you're doing? 20 years ago, I was in that age where I would do that, right? So we know Kenyans are mischievous, right? So the issue of rogue agents has been with us for a very long while. But I want to show you where you can go find out whether agents are rogue or well registered. This is under the Ministry of Labor. This is NEA's website, where they have a list of recruitment agencies. These are private recruitment agencies. So we have over 1,000 of them. But then when you scroll on this list, you will find somewhere where they start being red. Please, don't touch the red part. It's too much, yes. But the government is on top of things, you know? On the other hand, at the State Department for Diaspora Affairs, we are asking you guys, when you get opportunities, come cross-check with us. Okay? Yes, you might decide to do your own stuff, but then come with what you have, cross-check with us. We'll use our missions, find out if wherever you're going to, that opportunity is available and it's legitimate. So that by the time you don't run into trouble. So this is the information we are sharing. Everything in black and white. Please, usifanye vitu chini ya maji, then kikiumana, unakuja anza kulalamika baadaye. Sawa? So this is public information. It's not hidden. Sawa? Please find out more information on the NEA website. National Employment Authority under the Ministry of Labor. So we can share the links. We leave it with the local leaders who will be able to distribute the link so that everyone can see. Thank you.
Thank you. We can now have another round of questions.
Somebody was asking about aggregation. Aggregation simply means to set up a model. I will give you a case like Busia County, where the Ministry of Agriculture, together with the Department of Cooperatives, they have formed broad-based cooperative organizations. The Ministry of Agriculture is providing the farmers with extension services. In the 5 agricultural value chains, they are identified for the Busia County, the sunflower, the groundnuts, the seeds. So they are giving them the extension services, farm inputs. Once they produce, they will sell, they will bring them together and sell to the farmers cooperative organizations in the county government of Busia as established. So finally, they are going to deliver the two of the kind. Now they benefit from the economies of the scale. So aggregation simply means to let up a model, you use it to a model from different farmers. Thanks.
Thank you. We can have another.
Kwa majina ni Imam Ibrahim Sadara, nikiwa mkaaji wa Kakamega. Swali langu na maswali mawili. La kwanza nitaenda kwa Inua Jamii kama alivyotueleza. Lao ni kwamba nauliza Inua Jamii ni ngapi? Kwa sababu kwa mtandao inakuja kwamba Inua Jamii inasaidia, alafu mtu anakuja kuonya kwamba ukifungua link utaingia katika matatizo. Sasa sijui ni gani ambayo ni sawa na gani ambayo si sawa. Na kuhusiana na mabarabara, kila tumeambiwa hapa na dada yetu ya kwamba barabara zinatengezwa na akataja jina za mabarabara, na sisi tunaishi katika maeneo hiyo ambayo barabara zimetajwa kwamba zinajengwa. Sasa sijui zinajengwa sana ngapi, kwa sababu hatuoni kazi ikiendelea.
I did something on judiciary. I was very keen at that program of mediation. I feel that something should be introduced at education level. The government should help us to introduce workshops to educate people to understand what is mediation. Because some of us tunaelewa maybe they are tempted with our egos. Like meditation, they can be or walk or whatever. But that's very important when we deal with our issues, like help us live peacefully. Two, my friend has just mentioned about the roads. I come from our corridor, where we take children down to see how I can the roads. I've been very excited to hear they have really emphasized about the roads. I don't know whether I captured correctly. How can you say, did she say they are doing, or they're going to do, or they have done? Because on my way driving here, I was right in the car, and each tire overtook just because of bad road. Okay, we are very unfortunate. I come from our corner where Shanda Road goes to Malava, and then the Loras Road goes to Kongowea Tv junction. So this is, I'm very happy to have shared this program to learn this. Kupa alisema, nekana ujue, ukisikia neno ujue umesikia wapi. This time I think I've got a very official information. It's not a rumor. I'm very excited to talk about it, and I hope it is true. That's as my friend is asking. Wanaenda kufanya ama wamefanya au wameanza, because we are really affected. Thank you so much.
All protocols observed and the colleagues. My question goes to social protection. It's just an annual. You find a person who was enrolled when it was a family of vulnerables, people with a disability, unable to sustain life. That person has maybe 3 or 4 disabled people in one roof. The stipend remains 2,000. That person has reached 75 years, 70. What can we help people? Even the cow can the palasas and even the chiefs knows that. But they cannot help that situation. It looks so. Yani ni mbaya kabisa. Tunapata hao wote wanaishi kwa hiyo. Sasa kama kichwa inaonekana mtu ako na 4 disabilities. Mwenyewe amefika 70. Stipend remains 2,000. Tunaweza wasaidia aje? Alafu severe disability, sijui inamaanisha nini. Unapata mtu ako na naitwanga aje, si wale tunasema makule. Akona sijui nasemaje, Dr. vidonda, the whole mguu. Hata hizi zinarotate sio nyumba, lakini kukubalika kama disability wanasema alete approval. Sasa sijui approval ya disability au rusalia disability inatoka wapi? Mtu ako na miguu kama kamut, although anaweza tembea, sijui kote inakwanga nini, anaweza tembea, lakini bado anakataliwa kuwa disabled. Please, can you advise these chiefs, assistant chiefs, ACCs, what they can do on the ground? Thank you.
We should stop those ones and then we'll take another round of questions. Social protection, let's start with you, since it's still fresh. Yes.
I will first start with the question on severe disability. When we talk about severe disability, what do we mean? There are categories of disabilities that are not amounting to severe disability. If we talk about a person with severe disability, in the program, it's a person, an household with, if reminded me, sorry, I can start. Yes, on disability, severe disability. Of course, when we have citizens in our society who are disabled, it is not our wish, and we are supposed to take care as a society. We talk of inclusive society. We are taking care of the panel, which is the persons with disability.